We risk our lives to keep lowly little shits like that alive. Sasha shouldn't be.
The universe of Peacock's Vampire Academy is one in which vampires live secret lives away from humanity. They have a distinct social hierarchy, and the show's main subjects are the politics and class structure of their civilization. There is a distinct line that divides the royals from the commoners and those who are raised to serve them, and relationships between different social strata are discouraged. In the 6th episode of Vampire Academy, Rose begins to consider what life would be like if she were permitted to live it on her own terms, raising issues about the ruling class. What happens in the conclusion merely sets the stage for new difficulties. What it entails for her future is as follows. Spoilers ahead. Rose declines to obtain a Molinija mark because she is still inconsolable over Mikhail's passing. She visits Mikhail's family with Dimitri to get some peace of mind and learns that his father was a Moroi who has aged and is without a guardian since everyone has been transferred to a high-ranking Moroi. In order to protect them, Sasha, Mikhail's sister and fellow guardian, has chosen to remain behind with her father and other Dampiers. Rose resolves to remain behind and support Sasha as she gets ready for the Strigoi onslaught that will happen at night. She also learns that Sasha, who will be held accountable for disobeying orders, was to be brought back by Dimitri. Victor and Natalie struggle to get votes as the day to choose the new monarch gets closer. Natalie makes the decision to use Victor's daughter against him after observing that Victor is successful in persuading people to support him. She stirs up Sonia over Mikhail's passing, causing her to lose control and show everyone her black eyes. Meredith sustains harm while attempting to defend Lissa and Jesse from Strigoi attacks. Lissa ultimately locates Adrian Ivashkov in her quest to learn more about her ability and learns that he too is a spirit user. The Dampiers in Vampire Academy were created and raised specifically to serve the Moroi, who are at the top of the class hierarchy. The previous episode's actions, in which the royals recklessly endangered the lives of young Dampier novices, made it quite evident that they care little or nothing about their well-being. They don't really care if 1 or 2 Dampiers perish because they are just concerned with their own safety and survival. It isn't really their problem. Separating Dampiers is another measure taken by Moroi to prevent them from founding their own society. Their laws forbid romantic relationships not only between Moroi and Dampiers, but also between Dampier themselves. Dampier relationships are not advantageous to Moroi because they are unable to reproduce and leave behind more of them to be raised as guardians. In fact, since a Dampier guardian would no longer always put their royal Moroi first, this would jeopardize the Moroi-Dampier relationship. And because of this, Rose and Dimitri's romance is doomed before it even gets off the ground. The fact that carrying out his tasks comes first is one of the tenets of Dimitri's character. He never lets anything distract him and is fiercely committed to the orders that he is given. He had been living his life rather well this way until he crossed paths with Rose. He knows that a relationship between them will never be accepted, which is why he tries to keep a distance from her in the beginning. However, the turn of events brings both of them together, and at the end of the 6th episode, they kiss. Rose has never given much thought to following the law, and has rarely refrained from doing so when it would serve her interests. She realizes after Mikhail's passing that the Moroi don't care what happens to the guardians and their families. They didn't even bat an eye before leaving the areas that had been guarded previously, leaving common Dampiers vulnerable to Strigoi. Her fears about the Moroi will only grow from here, and if there is ever a full-fledged uprising, Rose will almost certainly be at the helm. On the other side, Dimitri doesn't seem to be open to change. The idea that a relationship with Rose will put him in a difficult position regarding his work would probably not sit well with him because duty is the most important thing to him. Even though they have already succumbed to each other's seductive allure and longing gazes, it is unknown how long their newfound passion will survive. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment, subscribe and give us a like.